Good morning, everyone, and happy Monday. Welcome to Wish Upon a Pod with me, Bethany, aka Tinkerbeth.
And me, Shannon, aka Shannon Fantasyland. It's time to make your Mondays a little more magical. This is the podcast that mixes Disney magic and real life friendship, discussing everything from Disney parks and cruise ships to music, movies, and beyond.
Whether you're a die-hard Disney fan or just chasing a little wonder in your week, Wish Upon a Pod is your cozy corner of magic, mayhem, and friendship.
And on this week's episode, the topic on the table is live actions versus animations.
I think this is going to be a really interesting one.
Funnily enough, you took the words out of my mouth.
What a surprise.
Yeah, it's one that I don't think any of us have necessarily got ridiculously strong opinions on, maybe.
I would
Um,
say I have strong opinions.
Not positive opinions. There's a couple that I think I would say I can appreciate, but not necessarily love. But I'm sure we'll get into all of
I'll
that.
I'll start off the bat and say that a direct original animation film to live action remake of this new era that they've done that
Hmm.
started with like Cinderella. I don't love any of them.
Yep, no, I get that. Yeah, I wouldn't say I love any of them, which is really bad, isn't it? But yeah, I think as soon as you kind of say live action versus animation, the answer is very obvious, isn't it, really?
I
There's
mean,
not one that,
there's people that do really love the live actions.
yeah, there are,
And that they
but
have their merits, don't get me wrong. Like
mhm,
generally the adding of the new songs and things like that brings depth to other characters you
definitely.
wouldn't normally get in the animation. And I like that. And I
Yeah.
do like some of the new songs too,
Hmm.
but I don't like how they have to change things. I think that's my
Definitely.
biggest issue.
Yeah, definitely. I think such a beloved storyline and story in general,
Mm.
changing the plot or the characters or anything like that, and sometimes not even having certain characters in films,
Yep.
why do it? Why do it?
Yeah, I want like a live action remake that is scene by scene exactly the same as the animation,
Yeah. And I
which
get
I'm
they're
not
trying to
gonna
make,
get.
no, we're not, because I understand that they're trying to make things a modern version of, but I think in the process you're kind of taking away some of that magic is that of why we love these films so much.
I'm in
And
agreement.
it's a shame. Yeah.
Go on then. Give us one of your live actions that you do rate that you think is a good one.
One of them I think is good, and I hear so many like completely different opinions on this. I actually think the Beauty and the Beast one is actually pretty good. Some people think that it's amazing. Some people absolutely hate it. I wouldn't say I love it, but I don't dislike it. I think it's one of the better ones. Um, I've watched it more than once, so I know I don't hate it in that sense.
I personally think it's the worst one.
Do you?
I
Okay.
don't like it. I don't like what they did to the costumes. Belle's
Yeah,
dress
I
was
get that.
appalling. I don't
Yeah.
like the additional scenes where she's transported into, I'm trying to remember it now, but like transported into like her dead mum's attic
Yeah,
or
that was
whatever. And I
weird.
was like, what the hell is going
I
on
thought that was
here?
very weird. Yeah, they're trying to add more, like exactly like you said, trying to add more depth to the storyline, but it's not necessarily like
It
needed
didn't work for
or
me. It didn't come
no.
away from it. I was like, nah.
No, I thought it was pretty good. I thought Emma Watson played the character pretty well. I thought she was a good Belle. I think they maybe tried to make her a bit too modern in the set. I don't know. There's like certain things that like I remember when they were talking about the costumes, she had like trousers on underneath her dress, and you could see like because that's what a modern person would have. And I think little things like that, like
Mhm.
Belle's dress and her costumes, is like so iconic, and they change it too much.
I think I go into have really like when they send the cast, they announce the cast and things like that, like especially Beauty and the
Mhm.
Beast. I go into it with such high hopes and high
Yeah,
expectations. And I think that's part of the downfall for me is that I go in thinking this
definitely.
is going to be absolutely brilliant. And then I
Yeah.
come away and go, what was that?
Exactly, especially when it's one of both of our favorite Disney films. Like we both have such like a nostalgic
Mhm.
attachment to it. You're going to expect good things from it, and yeah, I don't think it necessarily met when you can't really compare it to the original because comparing it to the original, it's horrendous compared to the original. But I think if you kind of take the original out and just look at it as a a
But
standalone film, I wouldn't
this
hate it.
podcast is about comparing
Versus,
them.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And I think the answer for pretty much, well, for every single one of these, it's got to be the animation one's better, isn't
Yeah, 100%.
it?
But we're
The
still
one song
talking
I
about
do like, of course, yeah,
them.
exactly. The one song I do like in that, I actually like the, is it Evermore, the one that the Beast sings? I actually think that's quite a good song. I feel like a
Yes.
lot of people hate it, but I think that's quite a good song.
Yeah, I like that one as well.
Yeah. I'm interested to know what your one is. Are we going into this too soon? But I'm
No, no, no.
interested to
I think we
know.
need to get straight into it. My one is The Little Mermaid.
That was going to be my second one that I liked. Yeah.
I think they did it really
Hmm.
as well as they could have. I liked the addition of the new songs, which is no shock to anyone because the new songs were written by Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Yeah.
But Scuttlebutt is just funny. The fact that
Yeah.
they kept Sebastian Flounder, Scuttle
Hmm.
as animals
The
and had that
characters.
all
Yeah.
stay is a big plus for
Yeah.
me. Wild Uncharted Waters, which is
It's
Prince
actually a
Eric's
good song.
song, is a bop. I love it.
Yeah,
Like
that is a good
I sing
song.
it all the time. I think
I
that's
like
really
that
good.
they made Eric more of a character in this because Eric's not really in
Hmm.
Little Mermaid enough, is he? So I like that they
No.
actually made him more of a central character in this,
So
which, yeah, but he
if I
needed the
had
song.
to pick one, it would be
It
that
would be
one.
that.
I don't love it.
Yeah.
I don't go out of my way to watch it again. Like I won't watch it again.
Yeah.
I will listen to the new songs from
Yeah.
it.
That's fair enough. Okay. Yeah. I think they changed it a fair bit, but they still kept the premise of the storyline.
Hmm.
It's not like they tried to kind of change the actual
Yeah, there were
storyline.
changes and changes that
Yeah.
worked for it but didn't love, but
Yeah.
not as much, I think, as some of the others.
Yeah. No, definitely. It's definitely one of the better ones.
Hmm.
100%. Yeah. I know you already said what your Beauty and the Beast is your worst. Have you got another one that's kind of on the level with Beauty and the Beast of what you'd say your
So I don't,
the
all the ones I've written,
worst?
I don't like any of them.
Okay.
If we're
But you would just
talking,
kind of say,
I'm doing the new era. Like if we're in a
yes.
minute, we'll take it back
Yeah.
and
To
I've got
before.
other opinions there. But at the moment, the
Yeah.
new era that started with Cinderella and the last one was Lilo and Stitch. Oh my goodness, that was bad.
Lilo and Stitch. Oh my God.
That
It
was
was
not good.
awful.
I had
No.
such high hopes for Lilo and Stitch. The trailer was amazing. The way that they
Yeah.
did Stitch, he actually
Hmm.
looked real. Like
Real but still
it was
cute.
done.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the girl who played Lilo was
She's
brilliant,
adorable. Yeah.
but they made too many changes and they cut
Hmm.
out too many iconic scenes, in my
Yes.
opinion.
No, I completely agree. Yeah. And like that's what makes Lilo and Stitch what it is all of the funny little things of like when he's like playing like the Elvis
The
record
whole
and
montage of teaching Stitch to be good by modeling
completely
him on
different.
Elvis, they took the whole thing out.
I
The whole thing.
know. I don't know why they do it though, because it's yeah, it's that's the iconic part of the film, isn't it? That's yeah, I don't get
Yeah,
it. Yeah, it's
annoying.
just angry. It's
And I think
frustrating.
that's Jack's favorite Disney film of all time.
Yeah,
So we knew it wasn't going to be up to our expectations,
no, of
but we
course.
had high hopes, thinking this trailer's
Hmm.
good, like this is going to be good. And the only thing I will say is I did like how they had Pleakley and Jumba be people, like turn into people,
Yeah,
because I think that was a
yeah.
really clever way to do it where they could still blend.
Being yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
that was
I
a
agree with
clever
that.
way to work that into live action. But yeah, I'm not.
Overall, no. Was Jack's opinion pretty much the same as well? Was
Yeah,
he? Yeah.
he like walked down and was like, "This is awful." Not walked out partway through, like walked out at
No.
the end and was like,
Yeah.
"No, no,
It's just
not good."
disappointing, isn't it? And I feel like that's kind of you go into these now thinking, oh, this is going to be another crap one. Like I won't go to the cinema and watch any of them because I just think I'll wait till they get on Disney Plus because they're not worth me paying 30 quid to go to the cinema and see them now.
Yeah,
Which is, I like going to the cinema, but it's just not worth it.
yeah, I agree.
Not worth it. I actually sad about Cinderella though. I actually thought Cinderella was okay.
My one thing with Cinderella is I loved her dress.
Her dress was stunning.
The dress was the fact that they did that for Cinderella and then what they did to Belle, like makes
Oh
it
yeah,
worse. Um,
yeah.
but yeah, other than that, nah, didn't like it. Wasn't a fan.
No, I thought it was all right. I think ones that I really don't like are ones that they still use. I know they have to because it's not like you can get real animals doing it, but one that they still use like so much CGI in, obviously like Lion King and Jungle Book, them kind of ones. To me, I just think, why are you doing a live action remake of
Hmm.
films with animals in? Because it's not live action, it's still CGI.
Yeah, yeah, I get
I
what you
don't really
mean.
get why they would pick them ones to do. Like Lion King to me was just another cartoon film. I know it's not, but you know what I mean? It
Yeah, yeah,
doesn't
I
feel
get
like
what you
a
mean.
live action.
On
I
the
just think,
on the
why do that?
Lion King vibe, I didn't enjoy Lion King, but I did enjoy Mufasa.
Mufasa, that was good.
And I think that leads on to that I like the live action films when they're not direct copies.
Yes,
So like
definitely.
Mufasa, Maleficent, Cruella,
Hmm.
the ones that go off, they're based on the story, but it's like a prequel, it's like a tangent. Like I
Yeah,
do like those ones because I can't directly compare them, I think, is the
100%.
thing.
Yeah, they are all. I don't think there's really one of them that I would say is bad because it gives you a whole nother storyline. Exactly what you said. You're not comparing it scene by scene. Have they done that differently? And they've done this differently because it's a standalone film, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
You're
Like,
just improving on a character's storyline and showing you a different. It's like the Wicked side of things, isn't it? Seeing like the Wicked Witch's side of things. They kind of done the same with Maleficent. It was that kind of thing,
mhm.
wasn't it? You see the good side of her. They're really good. I like the Christopher Robin film as well. The Winnie the Pooh.
I do love Christopher Robin again because it's
So
not an
cute.
exact copy.
Yes, exactly.
And they brought out, and I think the thing that I love about Christopher Robin is you really get Pooh Bear's, and he doesn't mean it, but his dry sense of humor that he
Yeah.
doesn't even realize is funny. And I think that's what makes it like you see the clips on like Instagram and TikTok of just like compilations of random nonsense that Winnie the Pooh says, and it just has me in stitches.
It
It's
literally
so
does, but
funny.
it's not like it's just aimed at children either. Like it's stuff that will go straight over kids' heads as well. But yeah, I think it's brilliant. I think that's a really good one. Maleficent, I'd say from the ones that you said is my favourite
I
out of them
think
ones.
out of them that surprised me the most was Cruella. I think Emma
Mhm.
Stone had really big shoes to fill doing Cruella after the
Yes.
original 101 Dalmatian remakes,
Yep.
which we will come to. And I think
Yep.
she was absolutely brilliant. I think the
She
story
was.
was interesting, and I think the costume design was on
Were
another
amazing.
level. Yeah.
It was. I think it had to be though, didn't it? Because that's kind of what the whole, obviously, other than the dog side of things, that is literally what that whole film is about.
Hmm.
It had to be amazing, didn't it? Because I think if the costumes were crap for a film like that, it'd be like, what?
Yeah, I did
That
love
was
Cruella.
brilliant.
I really thought it was good.
Yeah, that was really good. Do you want to go on to the 101 Dalmatians thing
Yes,
now while
I
we're
think
talking
we made
about
it's a
it?
good it's a good segue. So obviously
Good
101
segue.
Dalmatians came out, the live action versions of that were like first at their time. I want to say it was like 2002, the first one
Yeah,
was, or something. It was something like that. It was very early on. And Glenn Close playing Cruella was phenomenal. Like
yeah, she was
Cruella is
brilliant.
such an iconic villain because of the way she looks and the way she acts, where
Hmm.
she's a villain. There's no redemption there for her.
No,
She wants to
no,
kill puppies. Like,
there's not another side
there's
to
no coming
that.
back from that. And having
No,
to play that character in a Disney film, I think you've got to be the right person. And I think Glenn
definitely.
Close is just absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, she played it amazing, and exactly like you said, how Emma Stone kind of stood up to that as well, like
Hmm.
in the Maleficent films, in the Cruella film, was mad because she was unreal. Like
She was
Glenn
unreal.
Close was absolutely amazing.
And any film that has got live puppies running around is a winner for me. Let's be honest.
That's true.
If you've got actual puppies on my screen, sold.
Done.
Done.
Don't care
Absolutely.
what the storyline is. Don't care what the characters are like. Puppies, I'm
Yep.
done.
100%.
They were really cute films though, because they done one and two, didn't they? 101
Hmm.
and 102, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't seen them in years, to be honest. I can't remember the last time I watched them. I remember them, but
We used to watch them
ages
a
ago.
lot because obviously you know that like I always say a lot that my dad liked the old school
Yep.
Disney era animation, which is why I love it so much. But we used to watch the live action 101 Dalmatians so much as well because we loved the original
The
101
original.
Dalmatians. So
Yep.
that was it was often on in our house, the live action versions of
Yeah,
that.
definitely. They done them well as well. Like, obviously, they are an exact replica pretty much of the
Hmm.
original films. they done them very well. What the hell changed from
I feel like
Cinderella
they
onwards?
did them as like the blueprint for the new era of
Yeah,
live
of Disney
actions, but
Plus.
then
Yeah.
decided that they wanted to change it more and do things differently, and I just yeah, it didn't work for me, I guess.
Surely Disney's like see people's reactions though and see that fans
But they
don't like them.
can't because they keep doing them.
That's what I mean. I'm like, are you blind to what the fans' reactions are? That's what I don't understand.
I think
Why keep
some
doing them when fans clearly don't like them? Just come up with new ideas.
because people still watch them, and I think some people must still like them for them to do it. And I think the thing is as well, like obviously we just had the Rapunzel announcement of the cast, and
Hmm.
the internet went wild for it, loving it, saying it's going to be
Yeah,
amazing, all this. So they big it up before so much that then it goes ahead.
it
Like
falls flat. Yeah,
we've got Moana coming out this year, I want to say, the
yeah,
live
late this
action.
year, I think. Yeah,
Like I have very low hopes for that.
me too. And I love Moana. Like, I think it's one of the best Disney films.
It's
But
definitely one of the best Disney films, and not even just the new
so
era.
good.
It's just one of the
Just
best
in
Disney
general,
films.
yeah, it's that good. But yeah, the live action, I think it's brilliant that they brought like The Rock back. I think it's a shame that um I can never remember her name, the girl who plays
I can't
Moana.
pronounce it, so I'm not going to try and embarrass myself. But
No,
she
yeah.
did it for the right reason because she didn't want to
She's
come
older
back.
now.
Yeah, and she wanted someone of full Polynesian heritage to play that
Yes, yeah,
character to give it that
yeah.
nod.
I think it would have been lovely to see her do it, but I completely get why she didn't. But
Mhm,
either way, you've got The Rock doing it. You've got like still an amazing cast, but it just looks meh.
mhm. I don't know how they're gonna get, and I get it's The Rock, but Maui, the animated character, is such a very unique shape that,
Yeah.
like, I just don't even see The Rock being able to pull it off,
No, even
to be
though
honest.
he is hench, it's not
It's
the
not the
to the
same. It's not
scale of
right.
Maui, is it? No.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah, it's again either just going to be too much CGI that it looks weird, or it just won't fit with what the
Mhm.
character should be. I don't know. Either way, I can't see it being
And
amazing to be
I
honest,
have
which is
questions
a
on it as
shame.
well because Moana was very much filled with music. It had songs
Yeah,
all the way through. Are they going to add more songs to the live action? They always normally add one or two. Are they really
that
going to try
how
and put
can they?
more in?
Yeah, yeah. Unless you literally extend the film, yes. The
Mm.
music's amazing as it is, and they're not bringing Lin back to do any music for it either, are they?
He has posted about it, so I'm not sure. I think he is
Oh,
because he's
okay.
posted
Oh,
about the live
maybe.
action. Because, well, I mean, his original music's in it. So I
Yeah,
don't know. But they might
I
not
didn't
be
know if he
bringing new
was
music into it.
writing. No, I kind of hope they don't
I would
because
think they're not adding new songs because there's so many already in it.
anyway,
It
yeah,
seems excessive then to have more songs in it unless they're going to take something
just
away,
for the
which you
sake of it.
can't because it goes with the
Don't do
story.
that. Don't do that. They can't do that.
I know.
But the same with Rapunzel. The cast is a stacked cast.
Hmm.
It should be amazing.
It won't
But
be.
how many times have we heard that?
Yeah, I think they'll give Flynn a song.
Yeah,
And
that
he
makes
deserves
sense.
a song. I'm happy. I'd be
Yeah.
happy with that.
Hmm.
Where are the announcements about Pascal?
Guarantees not in it.
Will he be there?
Probably not.
Maximus will be there.
Because
It's much easier to have a
they
horse, but
it is, yeah. But they tend to do that, don't they? They tend to kind of take the sidekicks out of the films, which angers me.
it ruins it for me. That is one of two reasons I have not watched Mulan, the live action remake,
Okay.
because they took
See, that's
Mushu
one that
out.
I don't think is horrendous, but I get, yeah, I completely get that. It wasn't the same without Mushu in it.
They took Mushu out and they didn't do the songs.
No, I
I'm
know.
sorry. Mulan has got one of the
Yeah,
greatest, like top 10 Disney songs of all time
yeah.
in it. And you didn't do it.
Two of them though, Reflections and Make a Man Out of You.
I mean,
How the
Reflections is
hell?
good. It's not top 10.
It's
Let's.
not Make a Man Out of You, but I still think it's a brilliant song. But how are neither of them in the film? Like, yeah, no, I completely get that. It was still a good film. And again, I think if you're not comparing it to the original, it's a decent standalone film. But compared to the original, it just falls flat because
Mhm.
you, yeah, it's a Disney musical and Mushu is the best character in the film, and they didn't do either of them.
I think it gets to the point where you watch so many, or for me at least, watch so many of the live action remakes that you just stop bothering.
Yeah,
which is why a
Yeah,
part of the reason I didn't watch Mulan because I was like, "Ugh, what?
no,
Why? What's the
100%.
point?"
Yeah, I completely agree. I only watched Snow White probably 3, 4 weeks ago.
Oh
I
gosh,
think I
I've
watched
not
it over
watched it yet.
Christmas while I was off, purely because I was like, what do I watch? And I was like, yeah, just to, because everyone else was slagging it off and everything. I was like, yeah, fair enough. And I completely agree with
Already didn't
everything.
want to watch it because they changed it so much. And I get it. Yeah, we're in like women, woo, feminists.
Hmm.
But there's nothing wrong with waiting for a prince to come every now and again. Like, why
No.
take out the they took out the song. Someday my prince will
Yeah.
come. Like
Yeah.
the song.
Yeah. From the first ever full length Disney film, like, yeah. Don't get me wrong, there are massive wrong plot holes in in Snow White when you're looking at like from today's day and age, isn't there? But it's such an iconic classic film. Even if it's not your favorite Disney film, it's the first one. It is one of the most iconic. Why? Why?
And her dress again, I'm going back to that. The dress, the hair.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that she looked weird.
It
Like
didn't
she,
look right. It looked
no,
odd.
it didn't.
It didn't give princess vibes.
Not at all. No, I
But then I
completely
guess she
agree.
never
Yeah.
becomes a princess, does she, in it? Because the guy that she ends up with isn't a prince.
No, that's true.
So,
They basically completely changed the storyline of it,
not a
really.
princess film.
No, they just added too much, like, of the, what would it be? Is it like the prelogue that, like, before the storyline? They added so much of what happened previously
Hmm.
into the film. It didn't feel like you're watching Snow White, really. I don't think
You're not
it
selling it
was.
to me, Shannon.
No, I wouldn't
Shan't
bother, to be
bother.
honest. No, I wouldn't. It wasn't great.
I will say I did like in Aladdin Jasmine's song.
In all honesty, I can't even remember it.
I
I've
want to say
watched
it's
it
called like
once.
Speechless or it's something like that. And
Okay.
it's the girl from Lemonade Mouth who did
Yes, I
She's
know.
So
Yeah,
Gone.
yeah.
And she's brilliant,
She's
absolutely
brilliant.
brilliant. I think the
Yeah,
casting in Aladdin was very, very good, but
definitely.
Aladdin was my childhood film that I watched every other day.
Yeah.
You
So
were not
again,
going to remake that and get me to like it.
no. So
Was not
comparing it
happening.
exactly, comparing it to the original, and I think, do Disney genuinely think people aren't going to watch them and compare them to the originals?
Hmm.
Because how can you when you're actually comparing it to a film that kids have grown up with and that means so much to so many hundreds of thousands of millions of people? This is always gonna fall flat, isn't it?
And I
And it's
hated
insane.
with a passion Will Smith's Genie.
Okay. I
I
don't really
didn't
have an
like it.
opinion on it, to be honest. No,
Didn't
that's fair
like
enough.
it. I hated his version of Friend Like Me. Friend Like Me is my go-to karaoke song. I love it.
Okay.
I love the vibes that Robin Williams brings it, all the notches and every little word. How he
Yeah,
sings it is how I would sing it.
yeah.
Like it's his version, and I didn't like Will Smith's version. I didn't
Will
like
Smith
him as the
changed it
genie.
so much, didn't he?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. I
So
wouldn't necessarily say I have a massive opinion either way on it, to be honest, because yeah. But again, yeah, Robin Williams done such an amazing job that he is the genie, isn't he? Like just
mhm,
his whole character in general, like he's perfect for that role. Who's gonna fill his boots?
exactly. So why bother? Why do it?
Yeah,
What was the
just
point?
stop.
Stop. Exactly.
Just stop.
Do you know one I
One
haven't
thing
written
that,
down that
oh,
I've just thought about? And it's
okay,
not technically Disney because a lot of other companies have done the remakes of it, but there are tens, hundreds of Peter Pan remakes out there.
there are loads, aren't there?
There are lots of them, and I always
And
forget that there's them.
some of them are good. I think some of them are all right.
Because
I think,
they're all slightly do normally do a twist on the story, other than
yeah,
one which didn't do a twist on the story, and I can't remember the name of the actor who plays Peter Pan in it.
I know exactly who
You
you're
know
on
who I'm
about,
thinking
and
because
I
you can
was
see
just
him,
thinking the
can't you?
same
He's
thing.
like the
Yeah,
perfect live action Peter Pan.
yeah, I know exactly who you're on about, but yeah, I can't remember his name for the life of me.
No, and the reason that's made me think of that is because we spoke about Robin Williams and he
Hmm.
was in a version of Pan and it was
Yeah,
called Pan. Or was it
yeah,
Hook? It was
I
one
think
of
you're a
them.
pound. Yeah,
Um and he's like an adult Peter Pan. and he's being
Hmm.
taken back to Neverland. And I think that's interesting. It's like it's slightly different.
Definitely. And that's exactly like what we said earlier. The ones that are a carbon copy are normally the ones that are meh. The ones where they change things actually improve the storyline or make it a different version of that story.
I think it's yeah, if it's a different era, if you're doing it directly at the same time, like if they brought out Lilo and Stitch, but it was like Lilo's now in college and she has to deal with
Yeah.
Stitch going with her, rather
It
than
probably would have
doing
been all right.
Lilo and Stitch, it
Yeah,
would have been different and you would have had a different perspective on it. But doing it at the
definitely.
same time as when the original, like the timeline and
Yeah.
stuff, I think if they're picking different bits of the timelines, like Mufasa, like Maleficent, like
Hmm.
Pan, which I don't
Yeah.
think Disney made that one, to be honest with
I
you.
don't think so. But either way, yeah.
But then it's different and it's more enjoyable because you aren't sat there going, well, that's not what it's like in the animated.
Exactly that. And I think you're seeing more of that character, aren't you? You're seeing another
Mhm.
side to that character. And yeah, it adds to the storyline instead of just copying it for the
Yeah,
millionth time.
imitating. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. One that I thought was really cute, and the original film, I do not like because it gives me nightmares. And I remember you saying it gives you nightmares when we were in Disneyland
Okay, yeah.
Paris. You probably know where I'm going with this. Pinocchio. Tom Hanks as Geppetto was adorable. The whole film, not 100% sure, but just Tom Hanks as Geppetto, he was so cute. So purely for him alone, Tom Hanks is a treasure.
I turned it
And I
off.
love him. Did you? Okay.
I watched 20 minutes, half an hour, and went, no, no, this is awful.
I watched the whole thing and the film in general because it's quite scary and it's quite like for a child it's a bit just no. But and yeah, I thought Tom Hanks was really cute as Geppetto. That was
I
my
do
whole
think you
reason
can't
for
go
it.
wrong with Tom Hanks being Geppetto, but the story and the changing it, and it's not one I would have picked for a live action because of like
Yeah.
it's the same as Dumbo. Dumbo traumatized me as a child.
Hmm.
It's freaking scary. Like,
Yeah.
so I haven't watched that live action because I'm like, no, I was traumatized by the cartoon, let alone seeing that all in real life.
Exactly in real life.
No, thank
Exactly.
you.
Yeah. The actual film and yeah, Dumbo is pretty much exactly the same. The actual film, I don't really like anyway. To be honest, it's not even one that I would say is one that I like, let alone one of my favorites. So
Hmm.
yeah, but I just thought Tom Hanks was really cute.
Did you watch Dumbo the live action?
I don't think so.
I was gonna say, I don't know if it had the songs in it or not.
I don't. I don't think I've seen it. If I do, it's not memorable enough for me to remember whether I've watched it or not. So I don't know.
I feel
I
like
don't think so.
I feel like I need to watch it just to see if they do. Have you ever seen an elephant fly? Because I love that song.
Yeah, and like Baby Mine and stuff. But
Yeah, Baby
why?
Mine's like classic.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm curious now.
I'm not sure,
Really
but
should
yeah.
have put more research into this before coming on. Oops.
Oh well.
Well, guys, sorry.
Have you got any others that you kind of have an opinion on, or?
I don't think so. Here's a question for you, though,
Mhm.
that I'm curious of. Is there any that you'd like them to try
Oh God.
doing?
I don't really know. Not really, because they're always rubbish. That I feel like you get such a bad stigma from them
Mhm.
before. I don't want them to ruin one of my favorite films. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, I feel like if they did, I was going to say Alice in Wonderland, but they've already done Alice in Wonderland, haven't
Oh
they?
yeah, of course, Alice in Wonderland. Which
That was okay.
for a direct, at least the first one
Yes,
was a direct, was probably a better one,
I think
I would
that was
say.
good. And again, Johnny
Mhm.
Depp as the Mad Hatter, like
Yeah,
perfect.
very good casting. Very good.
That was pretty good. I feel like it would need to be something like that that's a bit of a different
Hmm.
film, not necessarily one of the classics. But I don't really think so, to be honest, because
I
I
mean,
don't want them
Alice
to
in
ruin one of
Wonderland
my
is one of the
favorite films.
classics.
Yeah, yeah, no, I suppose so. I meant as in like the big Disney films. You know what I
Hmm.
mean?
Okay. Yeah.
Have you
I
got
keep,
any?
no, don't touch any of
No,
my
just
favorite films.
no.
I keep
Leave them
seeing
alone.
rumors online about the Aristocats, and I
Oh no.
beg you, Disney, to not go anywhere near it. Please.
No,
Please
they
don't
would ruin
CGI those
it.
poor kittens. Oh my God.
That's the thing. It's not like you can actually get real kittens in there to. It is just going to be CGI, and to me,
Mm.
I get they've got to CGI certain things, but to me, it's not a live action like film
Yeah,
if you're having to literally CGI the entire film. So stop doing stuff with animals in it because it's not live action. It really
yeah,
bugs me.
true.
Yeah.
So in a roundup, live action versus animation.
It's a pretty
Animation.
obvious answer. Yeah. It's a pretty obvious answer.
It is,
I'd
but
be interested to know if anybody actually listening loves the live actions though,
I
because
think for die-hard Disney fans, it's always going to be the animation.
yeah, 100%. Yeah,
I think
definitely.
for like maybe young kids, like we've got some neighbors that are 6 and
Hmm.
they're obsessed with some of the live actions, which
Yeah,
makes sense because they're kids, they're not watching a film
exactly.
and dissecting every single little thing from it. And I think that maybe that's part of the problem with us
Definitely.
big Disney fans and Disney adults is that maybe we're being too much.
Oh, 100%. And I think also with kids as well, it's not like they're still growing up. So it's not like
Mhm.
they have grown up watching these films because
Yeah, that's true.
these are actually the films that they're going to say, oh, I remember when that came out when I was a kid. So it's not like they've got that
They're gonna grow up watching the live
reminiscence.
actions and then go back and watch the animations and be like,
And be
"What?"
like, these are rubbish. Oh, God, no. No.
Oh dear.
So yeah, either way, as far as we're concerned, the animations trump all of the live actions in every way, shape, or form, really, don't they?
Yeah, 100%. My only give is that there are a few good songs that come out of them.
Hmm.
New songs.
And yeah, and like you say, the ones that aren't direct
Yeah.
remakes of that film are good.
Like villain origin stories and things like that. Yes.
Yes,
We like
they're always
those.
good.
They are
Yeah,
good.
but if you're just trying to copy an old Disney film, can you just make some new ideas and think of new Disney films instead? Because that's what we would prefer.
Yeah, I think that pretty much sums it up. So thank you so much for listening slash watching, guys.
See, see you next week.